Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The trouble code DTC P0141 indicates a malfunction in the secondary heated oxygen sensor, secondary HO2S or sensor 2, heater circuit within the Honda Accord model years 2012 to 2017. The secondary HO2S plays a crucial role in monitoring the oxygen levels in the exhaust gases, thus helping the vehicle's powertrain control module, PCM, maintain optimal air-fuel mixture for efficient combustion. To enhance the detection process, especially when exhaust temperatures are low, a heater is embedded within the sensor to accelerate its performance. When the heater circuit fails to draw the correct amperage, which is either too low or too high, the PCM registers this as a fault and sets the DTC accordingly. The heater circuit malfunction is typically monitored continuously during engine operation, and this detection process is critical for the overall management of vehicle emissions and fuel efficiency. The secondary heated oxygen sensor, sensor 2, is equipped with a heater that enhances its functionality by quickly stabilizing its temperature in cold exhaust conditions. Located in the exhaust system, the secondary HO2S measures the oxygen content in exhaust gases, providing feedback to the PCM to adjust fuel-air mixture ratios. The PCM controls the heater element to ensure optimal sensor performance. If the heater fails to operate within specified amperage limits, whether too low, 0.38 amps or less, or too high, 3.33 amps or more, it indicates a malfunction. The specific operating environment for the PCM to detect this issue includes the engine running at specified temperatures and battery voltages. The sensor's role ultimately affects the vehicle's emissions, and failure in this component can lead to increased emissions and potential engine performance issues. Several factors can lead to a DTC P0141 being set. First and foremost is the failure of the secondary HO2S heater itself, which would prevent the sensor from functioning correctly. Additionally, if the secondary HO2S HT heater line is open or has a short to ground, it can disrupt the necessary electrical flow. The heater's power supply circuit also needs to be intact. If it's open, or if a fuse has blown, the sensor will not receive the power it needs. Internal circuit failures within the HO2S can also impede function, along with issues related to the ignition switch or keyless access control systems, which may impact the sensor's operation indirectly. Lastly, a malfunction within the PCM itself might prevent it from effectively managing the heater operation, thereby triggering the error code. When DTC P0141 is triggered, one of the most noticeable symptoms is the illumination of the check engine light, CEL, on the dashboard. This serves as a warning sign indicating that the vehicle's emissions control system is experiencing issues. Additional symptoms may include poor fuel economy, likely caused by the engine running inefficiently due to inaccurate readings from the secondary HO2S. This can lead to higher exhaust emissions due to improper combustion processes. In some instances, this issue can also result in failing emissions tests, an essential compliance requirement, particularly in areas with strict environmental regulations. The culmination of these symptoms signifies the need for immediate attention to avoid potential damage to the vehicle's engine and exhaust system. The first step in troubleshooting the DTC P0141 involves starting the engine and maintaining the engine speed at approximately 3,000 revolutions per minute, RPM, without any load. For vehicles equipped with a continuously variable transmission, CVT, this means placing the transmission in park or neutral. For manual transmissions, the vehicle should be in neutral. This process is important as it allows the engine to reach its normal operating conditions, including reaching proper coolant temperatures. While holding the RPM, the operator should observe the point at which the radiator fan activates, which generally indicates sufficient engine temperature and airflow. After this condition is achieved, the engine can be allowed to idle, setting the stage for subsequent diagnostics. This step is critical for confirming that the engine is in a state that allows proper monitoring of the secondary HO2S functionality. After running the engine under the specified conditions, the next step involves using the Honda Diagnostics System HDS scan tool. This tool is critical for accessing the vehicle's onboard diagnostic information and allows technicians to monitor real-time data from the secondary HO2S. By closely examining the sensor output, one can determine if the heater is functioning as expected. What the technician is primarily looking for are any significant deviations from standard operating conditions, such as amperage readings that fall outside the acceptable range of 0.38 amps to 3.33 amps while the heater is activated. If abnormalities are detected during this step, it indicates a potential malfunction in the sensor or related circuitry. The HDS tool can also further assist in diagnosing the root cause, leading to necessary repairs or replacements. Once any necessary repairs have been made regarding the DTC P0141, it is imperative to verify that the issue has been resolved. This begins by clearing the DTC from the PCM memory using the scan tool. Following this, a test drive should be conducted under conditions that mimic normal driving to ensure that the sensor and its heater operate correctly. During this test drive, the technician must be observant for any re-illumination of the check engine light, CEL. If the CEL remains off after several driving cycles, this is a strong indicator that the repairs were successful and that the secondary HO2S heater is now functioning properly. Finally, monitoring emission levels may also provide additional confirmation that the vehicle is operating within the expected parameters, safely passing all required emissions checks. As part of a proactive approach to vehicle maintenance, regular inspections of the exhaust and emissions control systems can preemptively avert DTC P0141 occurrences. This includes scheduled checks of the secondary heated oxygen sensor to ensure it is free of debris and responsive to changes in exhaust oxygen levels. Additionally, checking electrical connections for corrosion or wear can help prevent issues related to wiring or the heater circuit. Cleanliness and proper connections are vital, as contaminants can disrupt sensor performance, leading to false readings and eventual component failure. By being diligent with these maintenance tasks, vehicle owners can help ensure their Honda Accord remains efficient and compliant, reducing the likelihood of costly repairs down the line and minimizing environmental impact. In summary, the DTC P0141 is indicative of a malfunction within the secondary heated oxygen sensor heater circuit, crucial for accurate emissions monitoring and control. Awareness of the key symptoms, such as the check engine light, poor fuel economy, and increased emissions, can help drivers recognize potential issues early. Through systematic troubleshooting steps involving engine operation and the use of diagnostic tools, technicians can accurately identify and rectify the underlying causes of this trouble code. Regular preventive maintenance is equally important to ensure optimal sensor performance and longevity. By prioritizing these practices, vehicle owners can maintain the efficiency and functionality of their Honda Accord while also adhering to environmental standards. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.